What is up, guys? It's your boy Billy Clint here, and I got first place again with my Majespecter Magicians. So made a a couple of changes, not too much to the main deck, but I guess I got a couple of changes in my main deck, side deck, extra deck. So I'm gonna go ahead and start off with the main, then go into the extra, and then the side. So without further ado, there goes that dead pool. So you know it's a deck profile. So let's get into it. Alright, so this is pretty standard triple Joker. Joker helps you start off your plays by getting pendulum scales to your hand. So you can either get a magician, odd eyes, or perform a power monster added to your hand. That's how you start off your scales. So very important monster, key to the deck. Next, triple wisdom eyes. Wisdom eyes magician, you can put him in your pendulum scale, send it to the extra deck, put another pendulum scale that's a magician up, as long as you have another magician in your other pendulum scale. So it's a scale 5, very vital to the deck. Definitely helps start tutoring your deck. So oh my goodness, about to knock over the camera. What am I doing? Triple Oath Dragon. Oath Dragon has a couple effects, but usually don't really. One can get monster magicians from your graveyard. One gets them from your extra deck, adds them to your hand. I guess it can help for if you want to recycle for triple Dragon Pit. If you want to use Dragon Pit's effect, I end up doing that quite a bit. Dragon Pit, you pitch a pendulum card to the graveyard, and pendulum monster to the graveyard, destroy a spell or trap. So you can usually recycle the monsters that you have in your graveyard or extra deck to use it to chain off his effect. So, and this guy is scale 8, as you can see, and this is scale 2. These are usually the ones that you want in your scales. So, next is one Jiangxi magician. I like Jiangxi. I might play him more once Bosch comes out because of Cyber Dragon Infinity. Basically, this guy can negate light monster effects. So that's the effect I use anyway. Plus, he's a scale 3. So next is the mini Majespecter engine. I run 2 raccoon and triple fox. That's it for my Majespecter engine. Raccoon searches out other Majespecter monsters. He can search out himself also, which is pretty cool. Fox searches out the Majespecter traps. Here goes some extra pendulum monsters that I got going on. Double Luster Dragon. I mean, not Luster Dragon. Luster Pendulum, the Draco Slayer. He's good for when it comes to getting the Ignister plays off, or you can search him out with Majespecter Paladin. But definitely a good card to have. This is not Pepe, so usually don't put him in the pendulum scale. You just use him basically for the synchro plays or the XYZ plays. Double Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon. He's a big body, 2,500 attack, 2,000 defense. There's some really good extra deck monsters that you got with him, so you can use them for that. Also, when he does damage to your opponent, it's usually doubled, so that's also good. Next, I still run the Mechanical Hound. I love this card. Lights out when it comes with him and Apex Avion. So, 2 Mechanical Hound. If you guys don't know what this card does by now, go ahead and put it up to the camera. See if it can. While you have no cards in hand, your opponent can't activate spell cards. So it's still a really good card. I like it. So run 2 of those and triple Apex Avion. Reoccurring negation, always good, especially in this deck. This deck basically stuns what your opponent does, puts big attackers on the board, and goes in for game. Spell cards, triple Wavering Eyes. They need to do something about this card. It's freaking nuts. 4 effects. all can be activated depending on how many pendulum monsters are in the pendulum scale for you and your opponent. Basically, whoever activates Wavering Eyes and gets it off wins usually, so it's just nuts. Triple Pendulum Call. This is also a freaking nuts card. Discard one card, add 2 Magician Pendulum monsters to your hand. They can't be destroyed to the end of your opponent's next turn. Just nuts. Next, I got 2 Sacred Swords of 7 stars. I do run a lot of level 7 monsters, so basically banish level 7 from your hand, draw 2 cards. And the last spell is Regeki. Traps, not too many. 2 Majespecter Tempest, 1 Tornado, and 1 Bottomless. Tempest is usually your go-to for me. Let's go ahead and, if it freaking focuses. I don't think it's gonna focus. Well, I'm going to go ahead and read it. When a monster or monsters would be special summon or a monster effect is activated, tribute 1 wind spellcaster type monster, negate the summon or activation if you do destroy that card. Very good when it comes to pendulum summons, because if you don't see, it's counter trap, so you can't chain to it unless you got another counter trap. Plus, you can use the Majespecter monsters for the tribute, or you can use, a lot of people don't remember this, but you can use Oath Dragon too, because he's also a wind spellcaster, so just a nice little tip. Now I'm going to go to the extra deck. Extra deck's real simple. I didn't do too much teching in here, but it gets the job done. 1 Omega, freaking $50 right now. It's nasty, but Omega is really one of the best synchros in the game right now. Can control your opponent's hand, bring back banished monsters, add them to the graveyard. This is definitely a good card right now, so I understand the price tag on it, but still $50, still quite a bit. Double Ignister Prominence. Good card. Bounces stuff on the field. Doesn't target, I don't believe. Yeah, it doesn't target, so definitely good for the Cosmo matchup, stuff like that. So 1 Majespecter Paladin. Get stuff to your hand that you need. A lot of plays I've seen during the tournament was make Majespecter Paladin, add Joker to the hand. I thought that was pretty cool. So Castell, Augusto Emerald. This guy came in clutch quite a bit. Opened up a lot of OTKs for me. Makes one of your monsters attack twice. Number 39, Utopia Beyond. I like this card. Makes your opponent's monster 0. He's 3,000 attack, so that's even more nuts. This guy's Beast, Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon. There's so many plays that most of your opponents usually do. You can usually easily burn your opponent for 2,500 damage if they need to make a play. So 1 Big Eye, Odd Eyes Rebellion Dragon, 2 Absolute Dragon, and 2 Odd Eyes Vortex Dragon. Side deck was pretty simple. Played in my side triple Denko. Definitely good for if you're going second. This actually happened in the tournament. My game 2 on my last round, I ended up losing, but I thought I was going to win it. But I ended up going second. My opponent had set up, had the Wavering Eyes and MST face down, summoned Denko, and locked that stuff out. I did lose that game because I couldn't finish him off in the turn that turn, and then he came back and ended up wiping my board after all. But yeah, Denko's still a really good card. I ended up playing Artifacts also, so a lot of people are picking that stuff up. If you look online right now, Artifacts are actually, like Ignitions and stuff, they're actually going up in price. I think maybe because of the new traptrixs monster that's coming out. But yep, Denko definitely still puts in a lot of work, especially since people want to benefit off of Wavering Eyes, because whoever gets Wavering Eyes off wins. So usually helps lock that stuff out. double effect Veiler and the 1 Speed Roy Minko. I like that card. This is basically for this is all for Joker. Man, Joker is just nuts. Getting him off just sets up so much. And this guy actually stops OTKs. If you guys don't know, your opponent attacks with a monster. You special summon this guy. Stops the attack and turns all your opponent's monsters to defense. So, double MST and a Dark Hole. This is basically for if somebody Denko's me. Double MST helps me blow up scales. Triple Iron Wall for the Cosmo matchup, but also Rogue. A lot of Rogue is banishing stuff now, so definitely still have the Iron Walls in there. 1 Time Space and 2 Grand Horn. There's nothing really much to explain about these cards. They're standard. Especially the Grand Horn right now. Grand Horn is really more standard than this, but nothing I can say about that. So, well, that was the deck profile. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. You guys got any questions, hit me up. Definitely don't mind answering those. But this is your boy, Mr. GG, from Team You Out of Time, a.k.a. Billy Clint, signing